What up, YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with yet one more video. Brought a very special guest. Kelsey, say what up.
What up?
Listen, similar to my previous videos, wanted to react to AMS, Alpha Male Strategies. Now this video does come from a subscriber. It is entitled, Why Women Aren't Attracted to Nice Guys. So I think Kelsey's gonna have some perspective on this. So you ready?
Are you ready?
Without further ado, let's just get right in it.
What's up, fellas? Me again, here to talk about why women don't like nice guys. Now, guys, it's something you need to understand about women. And I know most of you guys out there are nice, because that's why the MTandR movement is so big, and that's why so many guys are frustrated at Pookie and Ray Ray. But let me tell you something. It's a reason why women do not like nice guys, and it's a reason why you're having a hard time with women. Women are constantly looking for the high-value, pre-selected male. And every woman, at least every attractive woman, has ran and dated enough pre-selected guys to know how they act and to know how you act. Pre-selected guys are cocky, arrogant assholes. They don't open doors. They don't pull out chairs. They basically act like they don't give a shit. And because they have options. Listen, I was a bouncer a few years back in the meatpacking district. And let me tell you, I've been in the club, working in the club when Justin Bieber was there, Diddy was there, Jay-Z, all these guys. And let me tell you something, they are arrogant as shit. And I'm talking about arrogant with females. They done had me get females out their section for whatever reason, they tell me to come get them out, I got to get them out. It was my job. And let me tell you something, Diddy and these guys, they are arrogant as fuck. A female waitress that worked at the club touched Diddy on the shoulder to get him the check. And he turned around and he snapped and told her, don't touch me. Arrogant as fuck. Every bad bitch or every at least halfway decent chick done dated a guy like that had a lot of options and they know how they act. And you acting nice and talking to her on the phone and pulling out chairs and opening up doors, she knows you have no option.
All right, so nice guys finish last. Do you agree? Disagree?
I don't agree. I think that there's a balance between being a nice guy who pulls out your chairs, opens your doors, and then someone who's seemingly desperate.
Okay. So what you're saying is too nice is a problem.
Correct.
Okay. So what you're saying is it depends, like at the end of the day. Like it's not just a one size fits all.
Agree. So for me, arrogance is not necessarily going to attract me. But someone who's, too nice, overly nice, to the point where it's desperate, that's not going to be something that attracts me either. So I need a healthy balance between the two.
So when you say you don't agree that nice guys finish last, so describe your variety of nice that doesn't finish last.
I mean, so it's sort of like that quote where the guy who opens up your door and then, will slap your behind when you walk through it. So not literally, but I mean someone who definitely knows how to respect you, but at the same time just keeps that healthy balance of, I can get who I want, but I choose you. And I can choose to devote my attention to you, but at the same time,
literally open the door and smack my ass.
Is that what you want?
I think that's the healthy balance. Be polite, open my door, but appreciate what you got. Just saying.
Listen. Oh yeah, we got an audience back there.
There you have it.
All right. Well, I think you made your point. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
All right.
That's why you can't get nowhere with her. If she gets a hint that she's your only option or you're limited, guys, listen. From the minute you meet a woman, she's constantly trying to see how many women want you and value you. That's what she wants. She don't want you if nobody else wants you. She has no barometer but to know how you treat her. You're putting her on.
She don't want you unless someone else wants you. How true is that? I'm not even gonna ask if that is true because I already know that that's true.
You know it's true.
How true is it though?
It's so true. At the end of the day, like, if your homegirl's like, oh yeah, he's cute, even though maybe you didn't necessarily think he was cute, you take a second look, you're like, oh.
That's the ultimate assist.
If she thinks he's cute, let me look. Maybe he is cute,
Listen,
right?
That's the ultimate assist. I mean, you never want to be the dude that doesn't turn heads. For whatever reason, you can up your game with your confidence, your swag. Like, there's a multitude of ways in order to do that. However, like, yeah, like I can confirm that. Like, sometimes it's not what she thinks of you, but it's what her friends think of you.
Or not necessarily her friends, but nobody wants someone that's not wanted. Everybody wants something that's wanted, that's exclusive, that means something that's special. And if it's not wanted, then I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna be attracted to it.
I feel you. So listen, so have you been attracted to someone that no one else is attracted to?
So there's like a fine line. I mean, I think I would say attraction is one thing, but maybe perhaps the way that they carry themselves, where they are in their life, maybe someone isn't necessarily willing to deal with that. But overall, someone that no one else wants, no. I definitely would say that at least if they don't necessarily want to be with that person, they understand and see those qualities that I find attractive and that I would, look for in a partner. Someone definitely validates those things for me. So to answer your question, no. there's not someone that, no one finds attractive that I've found attractive or wanted to be with.
I see what you're saying. So kind of like if you are attracted to him, then innately someone else is attracted to him is what you're saying.
I would have to agree.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
On a pedestal. Listen, if you treat her like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. If you don't remember nothing else, remember that. If you treat her like a celebrity, she's going to treat you like a fan. You got to be the celebrity and she got to be the fan. You got to really not give a shit. You guys.
I see you shaking your head. No, you don't agree with what he's saying?
No, I don't agree with that because...
Well, hold up. But you just did agree because you said desperation is not attractive.
But I think that there's a difference between desperation and treating someone like a celebrity, treating someone like they're valued. Because, I've had a man who sent me flowers. I felt very special that he sent me flowers. Now, that's one thing to send me flowers on a special occasion, but it's another thing to send me flowers every single day, right? So I think that when you make someone know and understand that they're valued, that's one thing. And then desperation, it's a very different thing that, creeps into being unattractive and someone that, I don't want to be with.
I see what you're saying. So when he says treat you like a celebrity, that goes above and beyond just feeling valued in that situation.
So I think that that's okay to treat someone like your celebrity, but also the fact that, like, knowing I choose this woman, I choose to treat her like a celebrity. I can have anyone that I want, or I can have other women, but I choose to treat this woman like she's a celebrity because she means something to me. I think that is of value to a woman when she knows that a man goes above and beyond to treat her very special.
So you disagree with his premise of, if you treat them like a celebrity, then you're gonna lose kind of, that feeling for that person.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, we can continue to go on, but I think he has like additional context around it. But if the premise is, okay, treat her like a celebrity, like she's gonna treat you like a fan, I disagree with that.
Okay. No, I feel it. All right, cool. You want to keep going?
Yeah.
Getting on here with all these MTandR and Ipmore videos, crying and pining over women. Don't get mad at women because you nice and they don't want you. Be an arrogant asshole. Act like I don't give a fuck. You're not focused on your fucking purpose. That's what the fucking problem is. You sit around, you're making fucking videos and hating this and hating that and hate this woman. You're not focused on your fucking purpose. Because if you was a man focused on your purpose, you'd be like, man, fuck that bitch. You ain't focused on your purpose. You're sitting playing video games all day and come in on Red Pill and fucking MTandR videos all day instead of focusing on your purpose, instead of focusing on how can you better yourself. Instead, you just crying on videos all day, and I'm sick of it. The shit ends here. If you're a nice guy, you nice because you have no options. If I was a woman, I wouldn't want your ass either. What the hell I want to give you some pussy for if you ain't getting none nowhere else? Nobody else wants you. What the hell I want you? What the hell I want you for? If I was a woman, I would rather fuck a guy that's fucking 20 other chicks than to fuck your lonely ass. And it's a man.
What? What? Is he not speaking facts? Complete and unadulterated facts? What do you not agree with? I mean, it's true. You just said you would want a dude that's wanted. So that's true. So you would more value the dude that has 20 girls on his roster as opposed to the dude that has 0.
I mean, I think it depends on why he is 0, right? Like,
he's a loser. He's not about his purpose. He's not intentional in his objectives.
Okay, sure. So if you want to take it from that perspective, it's someone who's not about his purpose and he's not being intentional in what he's pursuing, then I'm not interested. But if you just want to go straight for the dude who's smashing 20 women versus the guy who's not smashing any woman, I'm not necessarily going to want the guy who's, You say that, but the ones who, have all of that attention usually have it for a certain reason. And there could be like a vying for his attention that is happening because he is so dope. Listen, like these ball players, these football players, these basketball players, there's a reason why they get the absolute baddest, at least visually, in the game. You know what I mean? Because some of their mentals was kind of messed up. Anyway, there's a reason why they do. And it's because women vie for their attention. The amount of time that it takes to dedicate to be the top 1% of a professional sport is a man that's about his purpose and is intentional about that. You don't just slip into that. You don't just slip into being a John Jones in UFC. Like, you gotta be committed to fighting, like, and super intentional about that, and because of that, I think that there's women that find that attractive, just like I find attractive for a woman that is seriously about her purpose, and is not reaching out to me with desperation, but is busy in her own right. Like, be busy. I want you to be busy. You see what I'm saying? So I feel as though, although subconsciously I'm not reaching out to her because she has 20 dudes on her, I feel like the reason why you might reach out is correlated to, a long DM list that she has. So I agree with you to an extent. I think that there's a notion of being busy, but then I think there's also a notion of being productive. So you might appear to be successful and appear to be on your purpose, but are you really? Because, okay, maybe I am, successful on paper, but does that mean I'm about myself mentally, emotionally, spiritually? Like, those are things that once you go below the surface, those are very important as well. So, you have to kind of dig a level deeper.
Well, that's what dating is we can figure that out.
It is.
Because there's a lot of people that's fantastic on paper, and you get in front of them and you just start talking to them. You're like,
no, I agree. But then there's some people you talk to, initially maybe you talk to them and, the first time they say good stuff, but once you go a level deeper, they really might not be about their purpose. When it comes down to it, it might be very superficial.
That's true. But in the context of dating someone with a unlimited roster, what you're saying is that you wouldn't even entertain that?
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't entertain it.
All right, cool. Boom. We're moving on.
And telling you that. You being too nice, she knows that. Every woman that has dated an arrogant man who has had options, she knows how he acts. Any woman that could date me right now could tell you they know I got options. I basically act like I don't give a shit. But it's not her act. I don't. I just fucked a girl Saturday for the first time. We ain't talked since. We won't talk until she called me. She never called me, fine. She will call again. A week or 2 weeks, she will call again. You know why she gonna call again? Because And she's dated enough guys to know how guys who don't have options, how they act. They call the next day, good morning, I really enjoyed your company yesterday. Fucking nice guy. Then she start flaking on you. Then you get on YouTube and you cry about black women do this and black women do that. But you fucking nice guy. You fucking ain't focused on your purpose. You fucking just worried about the sex instead of focusing on your purpose and doing what you're supposed to do. That's why I'm gonna start coming up with a goddamn club to come out against you fucking beta males that get on the internet and cry all day instead of coming up with solutions. I'm giving you solutions. You're not arrogant, you're not confident enough because you won't got nothing going for yourself. You're not focused on your purpose. If you was focused on your purpose.
Just real quick, is arrogance sexy?
No.
Explain.
So I think, well, let me backtrack a little bit. So arrogance can be sexy to an extent. I think it's more about confidence, right? Because being overly arrogant definitely will turn me off and will turn a lot of women off.
So listen, so if a dude met you on like a Friday night and didn't hit you up for 3-4 days, would you say that's confident or arrogant?
I mean,
or none of the above?
I mean, I think it depends because all men are different, right? I mean, I think if you are interested and you're trying to show that you're interested and you're truly pursuing me, I think that you would contact me within a reasonable fashion. I would say like 24 to 48, right? So if you hit me up later, I'm assuming, all right, I'm an afterthought, or maybe you have something going on. And I might give you the time of day at that point, but I'm gonna assume in that moment, like, you weren't really thinking about me.
Well, but he might have been about his business. He might have been working on his objectives in life. You know what I mean?
And that's true. I mean, I think you do have certain men who, they are very focused on what they're doing. So I think that it's very important to really get to know and understand someone before you judge them to just say, hey, this person is, on trash, or this person is about their business.
All right, so let me ask the question again. Friday night, you meet someone. Saturday morning, they hit you up in the morning. Hey, good morning. How are you? Do you devalue them?
No. If I like him, I'm like excited. I'm like, hey, girl, like he hit me up. Like,
That's real.
Yeah. I'm excited. Let's go out. Let's get drinks. Whatever.
If there's a high level of interest.
Correct. If there's a high level of interest. If there's not a high level of interest, then hi, or maybe I might not respond at all.
Got it. All right.
Just being honest.
So it depends is what I'm hearing.
It depends.
On the level of interest.
Circumstantial.
All right.
If you was doing what you supposed to be doing, you wouldn't give a fuck about that bitch. Trust me. Trust me. Now listen, I know I got advantages. I'm 6'4" and 225 pounds, and so I know I got a little advantages, but that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. You can get on your purpose and focus on yourself. When you go out to date with a girl, don't compliment that bitch. You're giving her value. Don't compliment that bitch. Don't tell her nothing. Don't open no door. Don't do nothing.
All right, I'm seeing you react.
Oh my gosh.
Don't compliment. How you feel about that?
Oh my goodness. I could never deal with somebody who doesn't give me compliments. My father still opens up my doors for my mother and me, even my car doors. And granted, this could be a me thing, but there are some women who still do appreciate chivalry. Like, chivalry is very much not dead, maybe dormant in some areas. So
I disagree. I think it's super dead.
And I mean, that's your opinion. I think that's okay for you to maybe, your background is, I'm from where I'm from, and like I grew up the way I grew up. And
like Dave Chappelle said, it's because y'all killed it.
I didn't kill it. Like, don't make that generalization and put me in there. No. I didn't kill it because I will sit and make a man open the door for me. I've done that before. I literally sit and I'll like take time, like put on my makeup or whatever, because that's what I value. My father still does that for my mother and me.
No. So you value something because your father did it, or is that something that you really want?
It's something that I want.
Because your father did it?
No, just because it's something that I value. And I mean, I'm not going to say that a part of it might not be because of that, but it's something that I do value.
But why? Yeah, I'm trying to get to the heart of why do you value chivalrous things, and it's just my lack of understanding, and also an understanding that typically the chivalry, it's dead because it's not respected. Like, it's not something that at the end of the day gains attraction in those situations. Like, I feel like you got groceries in your hand and you open the door. That's one thing, but like like she's got two arms. She's at the door, the car door. Why can't she open it her goddamn self? Like, why? It just doesn't make sense. It's like, and like typically, like, your pop situation, I think that's a little bit different. I actually haven't heard of a married couple that's still. How long your parents been married?
They have been married for 31 years.
And he still opens the car doors.
He does.
He grew up in a different time.
For me and my mom.
He didn't grow up in this Tatiana era. You know what I mean? It's so much of a it's so much different. It's so much different of an era that we live in, and no longer is it the strategies of our parents. So I feel like the requirement of what you value because of what your parents did. Like, this is 2019. Like things are different. Things have changed. But I say all that to say, I think that you may value it, but it's subconsciously not a requirement, because your why for it is only because your parents did it. There's not like an ingrained why of why you like that. Agree, disagree?
I mean, I think it depends. I think it's sort of based on like gender roles to an extent, because we're raised and grow up. We've grown up believing that maybe males do certain things, women do certain things, and that's not to knock any feminist. That's not to say women cannot open their doors or anything of that nature, because I think it depends on the couple. Whatever works for them. Maybe I like to, take out the trash. Maybe I like to clean. Maybe I like to do the quote unquote manly duties of the home, and maybe my partner likes to be the stay-at-home dad. I think that's okay. I think it just depends on the couple. I think we're in a generation where it's okay to say whatever works for us, and I'm gonna respect what you want, and you respect what I want. So I think it's based on the individual circumstance of each couple. Personally, that's how I would take it. I mean, for me, I prefer a man who's gonna open my doors. I love that, and in return, whatever it is, your idiosyncrasies, like if you want me to cook you dinner or like whatever things that you might want, I mean, we can talk about that, and I would love to, be here and make sure that those needs are met and make sure you feel valued in that way. Like, I'm okay with that. If you're gonna meet me where I am, like, I'll meet you where you are.
So the title of this video is Why Women Aren't Attracted to Nice Guys. So it sounds as if you don't agree with that premise. Like, you are ultimately attracted to a nice guy that can open doors, throw rose petals at your face on Valentine's Day, buy you balloons on your birthday and stuff like that.
I love it.
You love that, without, So listen, but thinking back towards like relationships that you have with those prototypical nice guys. Oh, wait a minute. So, but what you say that you like is different than what you date.
Get out my face. I mean, it depends. So, I mean, there's men that I've dated that have, bought me flowers, and I've truly appreciated that. The reason maybe that I don't date them isn't because they bought me flowers. There's other qualities. So for me, I think it's like for you, what you're mentioning, it's a correlation, right? So the guy that's buying me flowers, perhaps there's other things that he's doing that I'm not necessarily attracted to. Maybe we're just not a fit.
Here's what I think is going on. I think you're telling me one thing, but doing another.
I don't agree with that.
Well, but you just said that the dudes are typically not known as the nice guys, right?
I think it depends, but I have had my fair share of dating men that aren't quote unquote nice guys.
Okay, there it is. All right, so this video's not that long. Let's go on for like a minute more and then we'll wrap up.
Yeah.
You think the arrogant asshole, the Pookie and Ray Ray get her compliments? Fuck that bitch. They don't give her compliments. That's why she go and fuck them to seek their validation. The second you give a girl a compliment, her pussy get dried in a motherfucker. Stop complimenting them bitches. You fucking nice guys.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. This shit is simple. This is not rocket science, fellas. This is not rocket science. Stop calling a girl all the time. Stop texting a girl all the time. Act like you got 100 goddamn women at your beck and call. They have dated enough guys. Every woman has dated enough guys with options to know how they fucking act. I am telling you, any woman who dating me would know that this guy obviously got a lot of options. That's why they sit here. I wish I could show you my text messages. They just pursue me. Oh, we seeing each other this weekend? They don't know. They like, fuck, I gotta ask him out. They don't know. They know if it was left up to me, they might not see me for 2 or 3 weeks. But I'm not Pookie and Ray Ray because I don't sell drugs. But I know how to fucking act, and I know to be focused on my purpose and not a bitch and to have a fucking rotation. So I don't see no girl every week because I know if I do, she gonna perceive me as not having any other options and that's gonna make her lose interest. This shit is simple. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Get on your purpose. Stop being such a nice guy. If you get on your purpose, that nice guy, it's gonna go away. All that texting back, it's gonna go away. You never fucking text a girl or call a girl first after you fuck her. Let her call you.
All right, so I think that he's wrapping up right now. Is there anything that you disagree with in this video, or is he spitting just true unadulterated facts?
So I think I agree with his overall premise, not necessarily his delivery. So he's basically stating that be on your purpose. Correct. Men who are on their purpose and they're too busy about what they're doing. I'm not gonna say too busy, but they're so focused on what they're doing. That's attractive, right? Like if I see a man who's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and then, you know, he comes to me and says, yo, like, this is what I'm doing. This is where I see you fitting into what I'm doing. Let's do this together. Let's whatever. Cool. But I don't find it attractive where he's wandering aimlessly. He can't sit up here and tell me what he's doing, where he's going, where are we going?
He's indecisive.
Exactly. Or he has no headship. He has no leadership. Where are we going? Like, I'm not going to allow you to lead me if you don't know where we're going. Flat out. Like, I can be by myself for that. So, like, from that perspective, I do agree with him. Be on your purpose, right? But what I don't agree with is the way that he's defining a nice guy. I think that, you know, a guy who opens doors, I do find that to be attractive. I find it to be respectful. I tend to find chivalry attractive, and I appreciate that. Some women maybe don't, feminist, whatever, like, and that's your prerogative. Like, no disrespect, like, cool, like, that's what you like, that's a personal preference. But I would say I agree with the fact that, you know, have something that you want to do, have something that you value, have something that means something to you, so that you're not just completely devoted and desperate, and you are wanted. People out here want you. People out here know that, you know, like, you can have other people. I want someone that wants someone else but chooses me. So in that respect, I do agree with him. But as far as like not opening doors, being disrespectful to women, I don't agree with that, because I'm not going to date someone who's disrespectful to me, someone who calls me out of my name, someone who, you know, doesn't treat me like the queen that I am or the princess that I am. I'm not going to date you.
That's real.
So I agree and disagree. I agree with him to an extent, but I don't agree with his approach.
That's real. Well, Kelsey, listen, that timer is clicking down right there, so we gotta end this video. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
By, stopping by, and giving your unadulterated opinion. I really appreciate it. I think that this was super dope. We gotta make sure that we do it again sometime. All right. Any questions, comments, concerns? And thank you to our special guest, Cassie.
Hey.
Come back in real quick. Thank you to our special guest who came in out of nowhere.
I did. As I leave out of nowhere.
Hey, poof. She's so fast. Anyway, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down and in the comment box down below. What's the next video that we should react to? Let me know. Till next time, YouTube.